Hey everybody. So I am right now in Asakusa. This is one of the cultural hearts, if not the cultural heart of Tokyo. It's a really vibrant place that people like to visit when they come here to Tokyo. It's on everybody's list, whether it's top 5, top 3, top 1. You gotta come to Asakusa. And I got something like a secret that I have to tell everybody. When you come here, do not come here when all the tourists come, which is like in the middle of the day. Between 9 a.m. and about 5 p.m., it's just full with people on bus tours. Everybody is coming here to take pictures. And where I am right now is completely full of tourists. And basically, the later that it gets in the night, the better it gets for taking a picture and just enjoying the area. You can see right there is Kaminarimon. This is the main gate to Sensoji Shrine. Sensoji Temple. Hey! There in Yukata. So this is the main gate to Sensoji Temple, and you can see this has some history behind it. It's absolutely huge. When they have the Sanja Matsuri in May, they retract it, and half of it gets covered, or half of it gets pushed up. And you can see here Sensoji Temple, and his company, he personally donated this, which is kind of amazing. It must have cost a lot of money, and that's why you see on the bottom of this Matsushita Electronics. So it's nice to see private businesses sponsoring or supporting the temple. And once again, this is a temple. This is not a shrine. It's sort of hard to figure out what the difference is between a temple and a shrine. Sensoji is a temple, and Meiji Jingu is a shrine. All right. So as you can see, after I guess it's about 5 or 6 o'clock, all of these shops, they shut down the gates and they close. But one of the most unique aspects of it is the art that you see on it. They've painted the gates, and the further that you get away from Kaminarimon, which is the main gate there, the more colorful that the artwork gets. You can see right here, this is the first shop that we're going to take a look at. It's a really beautiful painting on the side of the gates. It's like a winter scene of Sensoji. The snow is falling. And down here at the base, you can see all of these people. This could be Hatsumode, which is when people come for New Year's to pray. And it's just completely crowded with people going up there to pray. That's the site of Sensoji, which is just right up there. It's just literally right up here. Hey, Raj. Raj misses Tokyo, so we're going to bring it to you tonight. Again, here you can see other pictures. This is Japanese archery. And that art form of riding horses, it's really amazing that the samurai could do this. That's represented here in Asakusa, and in the paintings that you see on the sides of the gates here. And you can't see this different during the day. That's something I want to stress. Like, you can't see this stuff during the day. It's at night when everybody has gone home that you start to see some of the magic of this area. Across from there is this mural. And you can see there's a woman in a kimono and a nice natural scene. It's hard for me. This was a little bit abstract, but it's hard to make out exactly what's they're doing here. I think they're picking fruits. This looks like a kaki, which is a Japanese persimmon. It's really good, and they're picking it and making a hoshigaki, which is a dried persimmon. It's so naturally sweet. That's in the autumn. And we're gonna keep walking down this street a little bit, but before we come back, we're gonna loop around, and I want to show you a little bit of the side streets. In the end, if you stick with me in this live stream, I'm gonna take you all the way to the end, and that's where, and you can see right in the middle of the screen, that's where Sensoji Temple is. So let's go take off on the side street here. And when you get off of the main fairway, which is called Nakamise Dori, it gets really, really kind of neat. I was almost said spooky, but if you were to come down here at 11 p.m., it's a lot different than 7:40, which is what time it is right now. But it's pretty quiet. Every now and then you'll see like a cat scoot by. But traditionally, Like they have shops here selling as well. And this is where they have metal. There's a toilet back here, a public toilet. So if you're looking for something, you can come off. It's hard to pick it up because of the exposure. But they have melon pan, they have ice cream, they have all sorts of sweets and snacks on this street that is cheaper than what's on the main street right here. All right, so let's go back to the main street. And once again, right away, you can see that there's even more murals that are so interesting. It's like a slice of life here in Asakusa. Once again, we passed this one, but this one shows the Sanja Matsuri. Do you see this here? You can see them carrying the omikoshi, which is the portable shrine, which is part of this Sanja Matsuri, which is one of the rowdiest, if not, it is absolutely the rowdiest festival that they have in Japan. This is when, you know, the people with tattoos, I don't want to say it, they're out here with their shirts off on top of the portable shrines, taking all of the power that comes from being in like a really massive Japanese festival. All right, and here you go. Here's some more. Yeah, you can, Evan can say it. Evan can say it, but I can't. And there you go. There's some geisha. It's really nice. They're just kind of lazing around, getting ready to entertain. You can see right there they have a koto. I believe that's a koto, which is a traditional Japanese, or is it a shamisen? I'm not sure. I know that could be. Yeah, but looks like that they're entertaining. All right, so we're gonna go off on the side street. Behind me, you can see Kaminarimon. And now we're gonna take a left, and I want to take you down on this side. You can see down these streets, on these side alleys, lots of really traditional restaurants, small family-run restaurants. Everything from you have donburi and you have yakiniku, you have yakitori shops, you have all sorts of sushi shops, all sorts of food. This one is a kushiyaki, I believe, which is, yeah, you can see here. Looks really good. Everything just, I believe everything here has an English menu. So if you're kind of feeling intimidated about going in, you know what? Just go in. And if the owner, says no English, then you go to someplace else. That's how I kind of manage it. But if you don't go in, you might be missing a really amazing experience because it can be a little intimidating. Oh yeah, this is dorayaki. I think the shop is closed. But this is off of the main street. It looks like that they're closed, yeah. But you can buy dorayaki in here. This looks like a traditional snack. Do you see that? Who was that guy that just walked by? I think that's Peter. That looked like Peter. Should I get a dorayaki? Yeah, why not? All right, I'll come back here. I want to take you to Sensoji really quickly. All right. So you can see there's some vending machines. Some shops stay open, which is smart because there's still a lot of life to Asakusa after night. And for those of you who are watching, some people, well, they say, don't say Asakusa, say Asakusa. And you know what? It doesn't really matter. If you're saying it in English, there's another way to pronounce it. People say it in English, they say Asakusa. There's no right or wrong way. It's about being understood. Even Tokyo, the city, calls it Asakusa. On the subway announcements, next stop, Asakusa. That's what they say. So people who are telling me say Asakusa, you can say that too, whatever. It sounds the same to me in English. This one shop is still open. Most of them have kind of uniform hours. This is one of the best places to come for souvenir shopping because they seem to have everything here. All right, so we're almost at Sensoji Temple. This is a side street. If you've been to Japan before, you probably have been to this intersection. And you can see there's the Tokyo Skytree in the center of your screen. And if you look on the left side, you'll see something pretty interesting up there on the roof. Do you see that? Slightly creepy, somewhat spooky, 100% absolutely cool. Just sitting there on the roof. And what a view it is. Very big feet. So the best time to come to this area of Asakusa, the best time to walk around is probably after 8:30, maybe even 9 or 10 p.m. because that's when this area really gets super quiet. This is the time where you don't have a lot of people around, no more tour buses, you have the whole place to yourself. And you can see the streets have a lot of personality. It's not just because of the murals, it's just because you can start to hear the city's natural sounds. And you can't do that when you have like lots of tour buses. Now this street is so stunning at night. You guys are watching this, right? It's absolutely beautiful. This is a very old and traditional streets where they had a lot of um, like I guess I don't want to call them shacks, but just stands that sold all sorts of different things. And now it's mostly tourist stuff that they sell. But if you look at the gates, they're lit up and they're beautifully painted. And I think it's such a stunning sight. And again, when the shops are open, you don't see this. You completely miss it. On the sides of them, you can see kind of their history as well. Each shop has its own history. This one shop you can see, um, they seem to serve alcohol. Not seem to, they do. This is an ice cream shop, and you can see they have kakigori as well. That's mango kakigori. Whoa. Not open, but when it is. For those of you who are coming to Japan in the summer, I almost said winter, that would have been nice. If you're coming here in the summer, it is extremely hot. And today I was with some YouTubers that were visiting Japan, and they're from the southwest in the United States where temperatures get to like 110, 115 degrees. And they said that Japan at 85 degrees is hotter than the American Southwest. It's just a drier heat. It is really hot, and today wore me out being outside at the peak hours. And you can see this looks like they're cooking here. So this is a restaurant, and that's their history on the wall. Very interesting. This is a uranai kind of palm reading. You can see they know the future by looking at your palm, and I guess there's some science behind it where they divide it up. But you can get your fortune for about $10. Once again, you can see the purpose of the shops in here. This one, now she's playing a koto. That's a koto, a traditional Japanese like harp. It sounds so beautiful. I can't quite imitate it. Ding 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 ding. It's hard to it's hard to imitate it, but it's a beautiful sound. So this street goes on for another 100 meters, but it's really a beautiful street to walk down at night because you can hear the sounds. You can hear like little chimes in the background because there's just enough wind to hit them, and it gives you a cooling feeling when you hear a wind chime. And then there's the cicada chirping. the swaying of the trees, a slight muffle from the restaurants, from people drinking and eating, announcements. Guys, so I'm gonna take you down the rest of this main street. Nakamise Dori, we're back on Nakamise Dori. I'm gonna take you to Sensoji just to take a look at it, and I'm returning back to Kaminarimon. I have a surprise for those of you that got the message on Facebook. We, we're having kind of an unplanned meetup. So I think there were about 4 or 5 people that are be at the meetup today in front of Kaminarimon. So I'm gonna go to Sensoji, and for those that are watching this live stream, I'm gonna show you what it's like at dark, at night, and then we're gonna swing back around and say hi to everybody. In the daytime, this is so crowded, it's really hard to move. So right now, the temperature is a lot cooler, it's more comfortable. And visually, I think this is when Sensoji just is so much more visually stunning to me. That's when the colors of it really come out. You can see the redness to the black sky, which is so much better to pick up than when there's so much bright ultraviolet light, the blue. But it does look nice with the blue sky and the white clouds too. It's so bright. And now you can see here's the inner gate, and just beyond it you can see the itself. On the left and right are oni, or demons that protect Kanon. And there's the 5-story pagoda, which was renovated recently. It had been under construction for such a long time, and now it's finished, and this place is just absolutely stunning right now. These oni fend off fear, the evil spirits. Nobody wants to mess around with an oni. All right. And here is Sensoji. This is the main temple. This is where on New Year's Day a lot of people come here to pray, called Hatsumode. They come often in kimono to give their first prayer of the year. I kind of avoid these places, the very popular temples and shrines, because they're so crowded. You can wait as long as like 5 hours to pray, and yeah, I've done it before. It's not exactly special feeling, but it's pretty nice if you like being around a lot of people, like especially good when it's really cold on New Year's Day. But Hatsumode starts at midnight on the 31st, on January 1st, and goes on till about the 5th of January. Now the temple itself is actually closed, but they do put a box out that you can make donations and pray. But you can't go inside. They close this off. But I'll be honest with you, I feel more of a connection with nature, more of a connection with Sensoji Temple after hours than I do when it is open. So this is where you would wash your hands. There's a fountain here. And I believe that they've taken in the ladle, so really beautiful. So I hope you can see why visiting Sensoji at night, Asakusa at night, is really very much like a living museum. This place, it might not be in any guidebooks. On the left, you can see people are getting fortune-telling slips or omikuji. But this area of Tokyo really is a living museum at night. And you can feel it. You can feel it when there's not as many people around. And with the 2020 Olympics coming and so many tourists coming to the city of Tokyo, nighttime is a time where people are back in their hotels, or they're back eating somewhere. And then you have the city to yourself. And that's when I like to be out here. Hey, Photo Luke Kawaii, aloha. All right, so we're gonna make our way back to Kaminarimon, which is about a 200-meter walk. Peter is here. I don't know where he went, but Peter's gonna do a live stream as well, and there's a link in the description. You can go over and see his live stream. And I guess we'll meet up with him back at Kaminarimon. And I also have a surprise for all of you. So we have two moderators on the Only in Japan Go channel. One of them is Jim, who's in Tacoma, Washington, and the other one is Nosh Abroad. And Nosh is here. I saw him before we started, and you can see, he's here because he's here, like right here in the chat. This is a good view. This is a really nice view of the Tokyo Skytree. And wherever you look up in Asakusa, you can get a really good view of the Tokyo Skytree. And one more time, looking back at, I'm gonna turn this around. Check it out. Now I put the wide angle lens on the front, and now you get a wider view of the site here. So this is the inner part of Sensoji Temple, or just Sensoji. The G indicates it's a temple, and it really is beautiful, and it's so quiet. Ben, you're very welcome. Awesome. So Ben got us some craft beers. I really appreciate that. It's been a pretty long day, and we're gonna cool down with some brews together. Thank you for that. And as you can see, there really aren't a lot of people out here. And as it gets closer and later at night, the lights are still on, and you can still come here. And this is summertime. I think if you now we're a lot closer because the wine lens on the other side. In the summertime, it's a lot more crowded. If you were to come here in February, empty, like nothing. It's so quiet and so peaceful. But here in the summertime, with all the people visiting, most of everybody that's here are tourists. When I first came to Japan about 20 years ago, and I moved to Tokyo 13 years ago, we didn't have that many tourists, and now it's really exploded the amount of tourists that are in the city, especially in the summertime here. And I think that's such a good thing. It makes the city more colorful than it was before. I'm no longer the tallest person on the subway. Used to be when I remember the first time I came to Japan and I was riding the subway in Osaka or the trains, and I was standing, and I used to be the tallest person, and in the United States I was just average. And now on the subway, when I walk around, I'm not the tallest person anymore. There's so many people from Europe or from the United States or from all over the world that are now dwarfing me. And even in Japan, people are getting taller from more nutrition, different kinds of foods. All right. Once again, and I'm going back to Sensoji, part of Asakusa's history is the Samhita fireworks, which took place just a few days ago. And you can see that represented in the mural. All right, I'm gonna take it off here and move it on the front. There we go. So I'm gonna make my way back to Kaminarimon, which is the main gate. Quaco Kex, get some drinks from the vendo for John and Nosh. Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna buy Nosh a drink for sure. Oh, I have to give Nosh that pillow too. Nosh, if you're watching, I still have to give you that pillow. I'm gonna get Peter to sign it for you. Love these live streams. Normally can't watch them live, but like to support the channel. Thank you as much as I can. Just sign up for the postcard club too. Wow, Cecil, that's awesome, because Today is the last day to sign up for the postcard club because on the first day, that's when Patreon starts charging people that are in the club, and that's when I know who to send the postcards to. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. We have 150 postcard club members on Patreon. So this month is going to be I can't say, but it's either going to be the Nebuta Matsuri or the Oiran Dochu, which is a festival that looks like geisha, but they're Oiran. Oh. I love that sound. Do you hear they're wearing gaita? The girls in yukata that pass by, they're wearing gaita, and there's this very faint clickety clock sound of the gaita on the stone right here, and it's such a cooling sound. Yeah. All right, I'm almost there. We're almost in the front, and there should be some people waiting, which is really nice. I'm gonna take a detour. This is a Shotengai. A Shotengai is a shopping arcade that's covered. A lot of them were built after World War II and made into shopping malls like this before we had indoor malls. And there's a lot of gift shops, things that you can buy in there. Asakusa has always been a really great place to buy gifts just because there's so much competition and so many types of new items that are always coming in. One of my favorite gifts to get, believe it or not, I don't use Q-tips. I don't know if you know the little sticks with the cotton balls on it. They have these ear cleaners in Japan made out of bamboo, and they're also one of the gifts that all of my friends and family, they asked me to bring ear cleaners from Japan. I guess they don't have that back in the US, but it's a pretty neat gift, and I always get them here in Asakusa. Asakusa or Asakusa, whichever way you say it. I know exactly what you mean. You're never too far away from a vending machine either. Oh, there's a ramen place. The shops are always changing here. And there's Kaminarimon from the side. We're gonna come around. We've already walked through. Yeah, the fanfare, you're talking about Nakamise Dori. This, I saw the question coming in here by Ben. It's open till about 6 p.m.-ish. It closes earlier in the winter, but for me, it's when it closes, that's when this place really starts to come alive. And it's not until like 9 or 10 p.m. that like there's nobody here. You really start to feel the history. Look at this, there's like, in the daytime, this place is crowded with people. Lots of people trying to get their picture. But at this time of the day, it's just so peaceful. And if you come to Japan to try to connect with the country, you don't want to be around a lot of tourists. That's why if you go to Kyoto and you go to Fushimi Inari, Fushimi Inari is the one with the 10,000 gates. I recommended in my video on that to go after 5 p.m. And the tour, even the guidebooks didn't know that you can do that, which was like mind-blowing to me. It's open 24 hours, and after all the tour buses go, that's when you can start to connect with that sort of peacefulness of Japanese temples and shrines. You don't get it when you're with crowds of people. It's very hard to do. All right, let's see if we can find Peter and Nosh. You guys see him anywhere? All right, I don't see anybody here. This is what the intersection looks like in the middle of the night. And I would say the middle of the night, it's like 8 p.m. But I'm a little bit late for the meetup here. So this is the biggest intersection, and behind me is the information center for Asakusa. On the first floor, if you ever get lost or you ever have questions about what to do, where to go, how to get transportation, the first floor has people who speak fluent English with lots of brochures to help you. I think they speak like Chinese, Korean, Italian, French, German. I've heard languages all over the world that the staff can speak in there. It's a pretty cool building. Looks like something designed by Kengo Kuma. Everybody's gone. I thought they would be here. Did I miss? There's one person I know. Are they keeping it clean? Are they keeping it clean in there? How you doing?
Hello.
Hello. Do you guys know who this is? Well, they do actually, but they just have never seen you before. This is Nosh Abroad. He's the one who bans you usually or times you out. I see what's going on in there. So everybody say hi to Nosh, and we really appreciate what you do for the channel.
That's no problem at all.
Yeah. How long are you here in Tokyo for?
Another 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
wrapping up a whole month.
Yeah, just enough time to sweat out the entire summer. It's like
it's been an amazing experience.
What were some of the things that you really liked about Tokyo on this? Well, you didn't do just Tokyo. What were some of the things that you liked on this trip?
Oh, so I went up to Yamadera and did the 1,000-step climb to the top, and then I went to Mount Zhao.
You're John?
Oh, hey, I am.
I'm
Hi.
Fan, and I'm here for this meetup.
Oh, well, welcome aboard. I'm actually live streaming right now.
Yeah, cool.
What's your name?
Yeah, Cosimo. I'm from Italy.
Okay, Cosimo from Italy.
I'm your, I think, best Italian fan because I watch every your live stream, also in the night when I'm woke up, and all the videos. And this morning I was in near Ginza for eating melon pan.
Oh, did you eat it there?
Yeah.
Ah.
There's a melon pan near Ginza.
Oh, the one I introduced in Tsukishima?
Yeah. Tsukishima, yeah.
Whoa, you went to that?
Yeah, it was very good.
That shop owner, every time I walk by there, because I don't live too far from that area, he tells me, oh, it's that YouTuber, Johnson, and he comes over. He doesn't give it to me for free, though.
Yeah.
But
I'm here for a low course, and I'm doing a lot of only in Japan experiences.
Oh, wow. Awesome. How long are you here in Japan for?
Yeah, I'm here up to 2nd September.
Okay.
So I have time to do a lot of only Japan experience.
Yeah. Well, so, and you've been here for how long?
Yeah, my arrival date was 28 July.
Wow, that's a long trip. So Nosh has been here for a month. You'll be here for just about a month?
I've been here 2 weeks, yeah.
For 2 weeks, so he'll be here for a month.
Let's go.
Whoa, cool. So I don't think we have a lot of people coming. I kind of made this meetup at the last minute.
Yeah, I saw this meetup this morning, and I planned Asakusa today. So I said, yeah, it's
Works
perfect.
out beautiful.
Nosh, they're telling you to ban some people. Nosh has been sidelined. Give the guy a break, okay? Try to keep it clean out there in the chat world.
It's strange because generally I'm on the other side.
You're on the other side, and now you're on this side.
Texting.
Yes, we're gonna put you back in there one day. Yeah. That's really cool.
It's really cool. Because I started watching you, I think,
come on
4 years ago, because
Okay.
I need to learn English. So I love Japan since I was 10 years old. So I thought I can mix Japan with English, and I found your
cool.
Your channel, and I started watching video. Firstly, only Japan only video, and now with live streaming.
What was the first video? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I can't remember.
You can't remember? Oh my gosh! Oh, I thought they were all memorable. Oh, the curse of the
wasn't
creator.
for the. I think I started the after the first video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the first one I watched was about a big onsen, tattoo friendly.
Oh, yeah. Was that the one with the bear with the bear? No, there was another one. I took a lot of flack for
in the southern Japan.
Takaragawa Onsen.
Yeah, it seems
with the
like
snow?
a big castles.
Oh, okay.
One on the island?
No, it's in the island. It's in the south of Japan.
What was the first episode?
I
you
can
saw?
connect maybe
Oh my
now.
gosh. It might have actually been I was mentioning that first capsule hotel one.
Oh yeah, right. That was the Shinjuku Kyakushamai Capsule Hotel. And by the way, that place, I talked with the manager. He says it's now like 75-80% foreign tourists that are going there that have seen it, and they already know how to check in and everything. So he's real thankful for that episode. Mods are away. Need all caps. Look at you guys. There's like a riot in the nuts. So this is, for those of you joining us right now, this is Nosh, who's one of the moderators. Jim might be asleep because it's in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Jim, I want to apologize. Do not wake up for this, Jim. Jim is so nice he might like wake up for this. But I'm sure I'll catch up with Nosh a couple of times while he's here if I can. I'm going to be in Tokyo for a while.
You bring up a really good point, though, because I think it's really interesting how dependent I think we are on the YouTubers for showing us a lot of ideas of places to go.
Yeah.
And I mean, I look at your channel, and obviously I'm a Vivid Trader. I look at some other ones. But
Yeah, what
I
what
hope so.
like is that there's like experience that there aren't around a guide. Maybe I bought several Tokyo guide, but yeah, it's a view inside Japan. No? I like it. Like
Yeah.
for example, this melon pan shop. It's a place that no one know maybe in Gai.
Japanese know about this
Yeah,
place.
but you need to know
but-
Japanese people. If you
Yeah,
don't
it's a
know
local thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a local
yeah,
thing.
Local thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. It's something
I
that
think even
I
like
love.
some bigger things than just like a melon pan shop, because like I would have never gone into like an Isamaru unless Doga TV had mentioned going there once. And
Yeah.
even though it's as popular as McDonald's is in America out here, I would have never have walked into one on my own without having actually seen what was going on inside.
Right. The good thing about video, and one of the reasons why I love the YouTube platform, is that through video, especially these long format things, a lot of people complain because it's unedited, but you can actually feel, you can kind of feel on the other side what it's like actually to be here. And that's that kind of experience that that I'm kind of addicted to with the live streams. It's bringing you with me and then kind of sharing with you the actual feeling, which you can't do in the edited videos, because I add music and kind of jazz it up a little bit.
That's why I like your walking videos, like going through the
yeah.
back streets of Harajuku, or how to walk between all the different stations, or how to what was the first one you did?
Oh wow.
What was another walking video you had done?
I started the live streaming because I was hitchhiking.
Yeah.
and-
Well, there was the
it was
hitchhiking
a-
one.
Yeah.
Amazing trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
watched
was
it.
a live.
Using
Pick me up,
YouTube,
pick me
yeah,
up, and
yeah.
people would watching it live would come and pick me up. That's actually kind of scary sometimes, where they'd be running. I saw you on YouTube. I will take
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, but no, I agree when you say it's a safe place.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday I was walking in Ikebukuro because I rented an house near Ikebukuro. and,
Wow.
Yeah, it's a safe place. I'm from Italy, so
Well, Italy's pretty.
The-
My image is Italy's pretty safe as long as you don't have a Rolex watch.
yeah,
and
yeah.
you-
There's some
both,
places not really safe in Italy also, but yeah,
Screens went dark.
yeah.
Things happen in the alleys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where Peter is. Actually, Peter is somewhere.
I think
He's-
he's actually jumped the gun and started.
Has he? I saw him walk by me and he wouldn't notice me. I don't know if he was upset. Wasn't I looking for him?
You were looking for him, but he came down this way, and then he came back up here.
Peter's
Either
doing his own.
on,
He's gone rogue.
Instagram, or-
Peter's gone rogue. Sorry it was
Or
late.
maybe
I
it's
don't
not
know
as
if
safe
you
as we thought it
how
was.
long you
Yeah, no, I
had you been waiting?
I was with a friend, and yeah, an Italian friend too.
Oh yeah. Oh good.
Yeah, it's a nice place to visit.
Where you're staying in Ikebukuro?
Sorry?
You're staying in Ikebukuro?
Yeah, yeah, in near the station called Kita Ikebukuro.
Ah, right,
20
north-
yeah,
North Ikebukuro.
I think 15 minutes walking from Ikebukuro. Yeah, it's a good place to live. I chose
Alright.
because I want resident view of Japan.
Ah.
So I rented this apartment for this month.
That's the best way to do it. Like if I ever went to another country and I had a couple of months, I would just rent an apartment and just stay in one
Honestly, I'm here
area.
for studying because I'm doing
Yeah.
my research in Meiji University. Yeah, I need a home instead of hotels or ryokan maybe.
How's your Nihongo?
Sorry?
Nihongo.
No,
Japanese. Can you
Yeah.
speak any Japanese?
no, I don't know any Japanese.
Oh.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to help him out and teach him some stuff right now. PVG is out to see a man about a dog. A very strange man. Hello.
Hi, we watch you on YouTube as well.
Hi, I'm John.
Gemma.
John
Gemma.
Jeba.
Yeah.
Martin, nice to meet you guys. You are live right now. Now you're on this side of the video. Oh, wait a second. How did this happen?
Are you serious?
What? What? Norm?
How's it going?
Good. You look different when you're not racing in a car.
A little bit.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, man.
Good.
This
Good.
is my little brother, Alexander. He just
Wow, he's not that little.
No.
So this is Tokyo Lens, otherwise known as Norm and little brother. How you doing? Are you here filming something?
Yeah, we're actually just putting a... He's here for the first time in 10 years.
What?
We're just putting together a little video of that today.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All
How's it going,
right.
everybody? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Got my lens on there and everything.
Yeah,
So-
he's real. The first time to see you.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
We keep like crossing paths.
Yeah.
We'll be in like the same area or something and just never. But I was over there. I was in the middle of shooting. I heard the voice and I was like,
Yeah, the worlds collide out there. Keeping it exciting out here. So I had a small meetup that I announced today.
How you doing? I'm supposed to be seeing you later.
It is kind of like worlds colliding. We did actually have some people come, but they've kind of come and gone. It's hard to do a live streaming with 350 people on the other side and then having people here, but we can make this work. It's like all of you are with us right now, which is pretty cool.
There's no one.
Yeah, and Nush is our moderator, and here he is in Japan now. Now the chat's gone a little bit haywire. People are writing in all caps and keep it clean out there. Hey, I see that Mark Joseph Del Rossi Oro mods our way look like a party ladder later. Well, good. It's so cool to see everybody. I'm actually gonna end this live stream and I'm gonna come back and then we can kind of talk a little bit.
Yeah,
Do you have to take off?
Yeah, because tomorrow lesson starts like at 8 a.m.
Wow.
I have 40 minutes in metro to Ikebukuro,
Okay.
so
So that means you're gonna go to the bar and get pissed for 2 hours and then. No, I'm just kidding. We would never do that. He's here to study.
in another meeting in August, I will be more free then.
Your English is very good.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Considering you just started.
Originally from?
I'm from Italy.
Italy. Wow. Barely even. I didn't even pick up the accent. Well, I did, but I couldn't nail it down. It's not that strong.
Yeah. Oh, well, so we have a strong accent.
Wow.
Yeah. Cosmo.
Cosmo. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
What a coincidence, though.
I know it's just absolutely crazy. I'm going like this because why does Norm have such a beautiful beard? I've tried to grow it. It just doesn't look good.
Hey, you know what? Like I gotta catch up to my little brother here.
How does it look? When I grow a beard, people start doing. I get the hashtag pedophile. I don't know. What?
Escalated quickly.
Can you moderate that? I don't know.
Left turn.
You're kicked out of the chat room.
That's spelled
I'm
with
in trouble.
that's spelled with
Yeah, Victor. Yeah.
yeah, that's spelled differently. It's a different meaning, I'm sure. But yeah, I just can't grow just a lovely beard like Chia Pet over here. It's very cool. Cool. So your episode is on Asakusa at night?
Well, actually,
Or- that's what I'm doing.
okay. So I guess I'll share like a little bit of a. Sneak
All right, a little
peek
bit. Give
behind
us
the
a hint,
scenes.
just a highlight.
What we're doing is it's just my brother coming into Japan for the first time in 10 years, and I'm like, how can I make this interesting, right?
Yeah.
So we're actually doing the entire day backwards.
Oh, like that movie, Memento.
Yeah. It's got kind of like a Memento feel. So like it keeps like jumping back in stages, and everything's been planned to reach the beginning of the day instead of reaching.
Are you getting
the end of the
younger?
day. We wish. Feel like it. We're getting less tired throughout the video. That's for sure. So yeah, it's an exhausting concept, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, this is a good place to do it, and I'm actually here to show when not to come to Asakusa. You can't say it Asakusa. You have to say Asakusa because the internet goes crazy. Teach them the right way to say it. But at night, actually more like at 9 or 10 p.m., this place just becomes absolutely quiet, almost eerily so.
Yep.
And it's like the ghosts of the past come out because you can hear every single little sound, like the wind chimes, the trees swaying, the background sound of people laughing and clinking glasses in the izakaya. You can hear the gates rattling and the cicada chirping, and that's sort of, to me, what that connection of feeling a connection to an area or neighborhood of Tokyo is like. Yeah.
You know, having lived in Asakusa now for the better part of 10 years on and off, like that is spot on. You come out here anytime past like 10 p.m. between 10 and midnight, and especially if you're like a photographer, you want to come out and get those clean shots of the temple, like that's the time to do
Yeah.
it. So.
It's a good time to be here. Are you staying with your older brother?
Yes, I am.
Is he treating you okay?
Oh, he's treating me well so far.
You gotta ask, right? You gotta ask.
So guys, I have to go because tomorrow.
Hi Cosmo, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for watching
Do
the show.
another meetup in August, please, man.
You're gonna be here for a while, and I'm not going anywhere either because yeah, I got I
I will
can't.
be here for sure.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good luck with your studying.
Bye. Bye.
And there goes Cosmo. I almost want to say Cosmo Kramer,
Like a
but
gravity well.
I know. I just.
very cool.
Doga TV ad.
All right. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream. 45 minutes is actually a short live stream for what I do.
For
And
you.
when I was writing in his live stream, you were with Drift Hunter Albo
Yep.
out there, and I've been wanting to go with Albo out to do some drift stuff for a long time. But like we've been talking about it for forever. And when I saw you guys out there, like, no, don't end it, just rev the car. And I was chatting in, just like, do it. That
You know,
was
I wouldn't
literally-
have even thought to get in the car if you weren't like,
Are you
dude,
serious?
You gotta get in the car.
You
'Cause
guys
it
gotta
was
check
just
out
such a
that live
normal
stream.
thing for me.
Yeah.
Like to be around those cars. That's how Albo and I started back in the day. Was doing drift stuff before I destroyed my car, and then
That's a story.
it was quite it was rough. But then when you were like, yo, get in one of the cars, I was like, why didn't I think about that? So you added a lot to that live stream.
I do what I can, which is very little. Oh, hey, look who we got here. Hey. Hello. Hi, I'm John. Oh, okay. Welcome to Tokyo. Yeah, I remember that. I had a suit on, and you guys didn't win the prize. Yeah, that was a last year. And I'm going to Singapore for the same event. Are you coming for that? KL's kind of yeah. So how's your trip? A long time no see. How's your trip?
Fun. Tomorrow we're going up Mount Fuji.
We have our gear here right now. We just collect.
So you're gonna leave really?
Early in the morning.
Yeah, tomorrow morning you're leaving early.
Yeah. And
So
then
you-
we rent a hut there, and then submitting on Thursday morning.
And you're gonna do it in one day and come back.
I know.
No, 2 days.
2 days.
So you're staying at the.
Hut
Yeah. The
at the
mountain
top
hut.
there. Yeah. The X
That's-
station. Yeah.
Are you ready for this? Did you train?
Oh,
This is
yeah.
a serious mountain. Did you train for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
We went for gym like 3 to 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we start for like.
If you don't, sorry, is it okay? I'm live.
Yeah,
streaming.
sure.
Sorry, I didn't ask. Mount Fuji, I've done it three times, always for TV. I haven't done it for this show yet, but every time I climb Mount Fuji, I always had a really big afterwards because
of the
after
sickness, right?
after 3,000 meters, you can get mountain sickness, high altitude sickness,
Yeah.
and I always get it. And so please go slowly.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
All right,
You do
take
it
your
in one
time.
go, or
I go at night and try to arrive for sunrise. I see the sunrise and then I get down for lunch, which is probably why I have a headache.
And
How long are you here for? Sorry.
We're here for like 10 days. Yeah.
Oh wow.
This Sunday we're going for the Nebuta.
Oh, no way! No way! I goodbye. See you. I don't want to talk to them. No. Are you serious? I'm not going. I'm not going this year, and that's my favorite Japanese summer festival, the Nebuta Festival. Are you gonna do a Haneto dancer and get into the?
Probably not, because since we're climbing tomorrow, I guess we're wasted by this.
You're gonna be wasted.
Yeah,
It's all right. You don't have to participate to feel the energy of the. You have to know rasera. You know this one?
We watch your video.
Rasera.
That's why we're like,
I can. You have to do this like this. I can give you some lessons here. Yeah, that's.
That's why I want to go there.
When I did it, I did it at the first time I did it. I didn't know it would take 2 hours. So like after 30 minutes, like I gotta keep going. Oh.
and you can't stop like midway, so you have to like finish it.
You can, but then people look at you and with their eyes they're saying quitter. You don't want to quit. Like, how dare you leave in the middle of this? Literally in the Nebuta, if you look in the back of each group's Nebuta, they have cold water that they give to all of the dancers to keep them hydrated, because it's so hot that you can't go to a vending machine or get a drink, so they have someone bring water to the dancers. Yeah. How long are you in Aomori for?
Just going to be there for like 1 day plus. Yeah.
Okay.
Just around 1 day. Yeah. For the
So
Nebuta.
you staying the night there?
Yeah.
You got accommodation?
I got it in Morioka, so we can't really get it.
Ah! So you have to. It's so hard. They have a camp for those who are going. What they get to go to Nebuta. You can get a tent and there's a free camping spot.
Really?
You didn't know about that?
I
Oh, I'm
didn't
so
know
sorry.
about
There's a free camping spot. About a 1 kilometer. It's like a 15-minute walk from downtown, and you can pitch your tent and just camp there for free. And they have bathrooms and stuff like that. So, yeah.
But since we have the Tohoku pass, so we're just gonna get it done and then go to stay at Morioka and
Oh, that's so cool. What have you done on this trip? You're gonna do Mount Fuji tomorrow. What have you done so far that you can recommend?
Samhita, Gala, fireworks.
Oh, did you go to that too?
Yeah,
we went there.
we managed to get a spot as well.
Well, you're lucky it was kind of delayed for a day,
because
right?
of the typhoon.
Yeah.
Because of the typhoon, the Samhita Gala fireworks was delayed a day, which
So
was
we-
good because a lot of people didn't plan for it, and they the people who watched it was a lot less this year.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
And we're going for the coming one, the
Edo
Gala,
Gala,
yeah.
that's. I used to live there, so go there early and get a place on the grass and get as close as you can. Even if there's just the two of you.
Yeah, just the two of us.
Even if you're two, you can go and find a small spot between all the big groups and get super close because you can feel the fireworks at Edogawa. It's so amazing. That's my favorite one of them all. I'm trying to
Better
think.
than Sumida Gala, in your opinion?
Edogawa is the #1 fireworks festival in Tokyo. It doesn't have the same. It has a little bit less, but you can get much closer and you can sit on grass. You can sit down and on grass, which is more comfortable. And I think also that because it's so narrow in the center of Tokyo, out there it's so wide, so you get to really feel you feel it more. And that I feel so. Samhita Gala has 20,000 fireworks, but the one thing that they don't tell you is that it's going on in two different places, right?
Yeah. We can only see like one spot on the left side and then can't really see on the right,
Right.
side. Yeah.
But at the Edogawa Hanabi Taikai, it's all happening in one spot. So actually, there's more being launched from the same spot than here, where it's like in front of you and behind you. So this one is more historical, and they stopped doing it for a lot of years because this area of the city burned down. Which is why we still have no fire laws. You can't have a fire in Tokyo because of the Great Fire from back then. But well, I'm so excited. I want to join you.
Are you going as well this year?
I don't know if I'm going to go to the Edogawa fireworks. I went to for 11 years in a row when I lived there. But I want to go there because I want to film people's yukatas and the styles that they're wearing. Like, why do they pick this collar and how do the obis match? Do you have yukatas?
No, not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet?
We're thinking of getting it, but,
We
it
plan to get
sounds
one.
quite hard to wear it to the
It's-
festival. So.
I would put mine on after 5 p.m. because it was too hot during the day.
Yes, it's very, very hot.
You can get them at Uniqlo for like $50 maybe.
Really?
Yeah,
Do you get
Uniqlo has pretty good yukata for like $50 or so. Yeah, 5,000 yen. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, if you're not gonna wear it forever, right? Just
Yeah.
get it, or you can get used yukata, which is pretty affordable too. Used ones are about a little bit more, but they're better material. Yeah. I'm so happy to see you guys. We're freaking it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yay.
We didn't expect that to have like, gathering here, so
We like
yeah.
travel about more than 50 or 40 minutes from which place already?
Just now from Shibuya.
Shibuya, yeah, we come from Shibuya.
Oh, but that's a straight shot. No changes, but it's far.
Yeah, it's a straight one. Yeah.
To get to Asakusa from Shibuya, it's quite ways, but you don't have to change line. It's the Ginza line, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Ginza line.
Ginza line straight from Shibuya to Asakusa. So thank you so much for coming to see me.
Yeah.
You are out there wandering the streets at night. I could. It's not safe with Peter wandering around. He's somewhere out there, but wherever he is, bless you, sir. And I hope you stay safe. And wherever you guys are out there in the world, have a great day and a great night, and stay safe. Over here, stay safe, everybody. I'm gonna give you the last 20 seconds. Enjoying, just like absorbing Kaminarimon, which is one of the most amazing places at night. Just check it out. Feel it. See you, everybody.